Hello, everybody. Welcome to Aphasia Moments, a video podcast where I share the good, the bad, the definitely funny aspects of living with a language disorder, aphasia, and a speech disorder, apraxia of speech. I hope that by sharing my story and these experiences I have, that people will know there is always hope to live our best life, even with these challenges. So without further ado, here is our episode for today. Today, I would like to tell you about an experience I had this morning. I'm hoping that I get enough of the details to let you know how frustrating it was. I tend to not be scared about going on the phone anymore. Um, it has been a joint journey. I don't like to be on the phone, but I know we have to connect with people when we have issues or concerns. Well, this morning, my father showed me a letter he got from Social Security telling him that he would be paying about $40 each month. It would be deducted from his Social Security check for prescription drug. Well, I know he has an Advantage plan with United Health and that they cover prescription drugs. So I'm thinking that this is a duplicate charge. Well, my father is 87 years old, and so he doesn't call anybody or complain to anybody about anything. So for him, this $40 is nothing. But for me, who's trying to make sure he's okay, I wanted to call United Health and make sure he has the prescription drug plan and then call Social Security. Well, we called the number for United Health. It's a toll-free number, of course, and we got the automated manager, automated customer service person, who my father thought it was a real person, but the person proceeded to ask for the information, what we wanted, the number, his name, and of course, with aphasia, I can do certain things, especially short sentences or short phrases, pretty well. But when things get more difficult and when I'm asked to do things all verbally, it gets confusing. Most large companies used to give you the option to say if you wanted a speech enabled service, but the default was before that it was touch tone. So they would say touch 1 for customer service, touch 2 if you wanted something else, touch 3 for something else. But now a lot of times these companies have reverted to only speech, probably because the prevalence of the cell phones now and everybody using them. Well, we couldn't get through this automated start, even to get to a customer service person, because he couldn't understand me, and he certainly couldn't understand my father, was really a little bit confused about what we were doing. So I call back again, get the same automated person, and still couldn't get through to them. There's no way you can get to the touch tone feature on this particular call. I noticed it on the back, right next to the number, it said TTY, which I assume is the telegraphic thing that you could, when you have issues, you can call and talk to the ad. So I did that. The third time I called, I did a 711, and I got to what was called customer advocate. She still didn't really listen to me very carefully, but at least I got to a person to explain what I wanted. And it was obviously a person who was working from home. She had her dog barking in the background. And I tried to tell her how difficult it was for me with aphasia, having to use this speech enabled service, and I didn't have any recourse. And she didn't seem to care. And I stayed online for the customer service survey and tried to explain how difficult it was because I had this speech communication disorder. So this really was not a funny story, more of a really frustrating call. And I don't think nothing's gonna happen due to my complaining. I did get some information about his plan, which was helpful. But then after this, he didn't want to even have me call the Social Security person because I was so frustrated. I just wanted to tell you about this. I'm sure that anyone with aphasia will tell you that the using a phone is one of the most difficult things that we do. And it takes a long time to get to that point, even to get to that point where we want to try to do phone calls to complain or get something that we really want. So I'm sure that you sympathize with me. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you listening to my my story, and hope that you will continue to listen to the podcast and find out what happens in a person with aphasia's life. To leave you, I would like to say that all of us have challenges from time to time, but I hope that you see these challenges do not have to limit our ability to live our best life. I hope you'll join me the next time, and please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. Until next time, bye-bye.